G'day guys, how's it going? And welcome back once again to another episode of the review show.
Yes, we're back.
Borche and myself at the football capital. United get that 3 points.
We're gonna win the league! Come on!
Win the league, come on. We're 10th now.
We're
9 spots away to first.
We're coming.
Guys, welcome back. As I said, pleasure to have you watching our episode again for the week. This week the Spurs not on my head. You know,
It's not,
I'm just gonna block this logo here. See?
And we've mixed it up a bit, huh? I
had a bit of debate with some mates of mine.
Complaints, huh?
Yeah, I had
complaint notes.
Why's the Tottenham and Chelsea banner in front of the Liverpool and Arsenal and blah 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 blah? Because you put history.
They're better clubs now, man.
Yeah, see, like to me, I took it as you put history in the past in the back. So I put Arsenal and Liverpool in the back. In the past and history, you know, so...
Well, we sorted it out now for you guys.
We sorted it out, everyone's there, you know, United's still in the middle.
I hope Liverpool... I don't hope...
You know what, I'm going to leave my head here, so I just blocked the Liverpool logo. But it's still there, you know, so don't worry about it.
I like that one.
Guys, look, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to do a bit of reverse this time. We're going to get straight into the United game. United were away to Burnley.
Burnley, yeah, 2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Now, compared to last week, what we've seen this week...
Better performance, thank God.
Look... Let's not get it wrong. Last week against Tottenham, the first half we did play well, but then at the end of the day,
it's
the second half, individual
well.
mistakes that cost us the game. But look, man, once again, I think with all the papers talking that this, if Jose doesn't win this game, could have been all over. There's not just other like pundits calling for him to go. Fans, the fans are split between Jose Mourinho and maybe to get another manager or people. As we've seen in the Burnley game, they threw the plane over the stadium of Ed Woodward.
Get rid of him.
Get rid of him. You're specialist in failure. That was because he didn't make the signings. He didn't make the signings that Mourinho wanted.
Specialist in failure, man. That's heavy, eh? Big words from the fans. But look, I don't blame the frustration from the fans.
Yeah,
we said it last week.
You understand it.
And we kind of had some sympathy from Mourinho last week in regards to what's going on against Tottenham and whatnot. Because he's putting in everything at the moment, and the board's not helping. And again, look, we weren't tested too much against Burnley.
No, they did They did come back from a Europa League game against Olympiacos.
That's right. But we weren't testing the back line. So look, we're okay for the week. But again, it's still a concern once we face the teams with a strong attack. It's still going to be a concern, man.
Yeah, this is a good result for him.
Oh, it's a brilliant result.
We weren't really tested in the back, but I think Smalling and Lindelof did play well. I think Smalling's positioning of the
better
was a lot better. You saw that. I think I mentioned it to you when done that 1-2 with De Gea. He straight away dropped out to receive the game.
We called it. We're like, all right, now drop out.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
Look, and he done
the hips.
Mike Smalling. Mike Smalling is back.
But look, to be honest with you, man, it was a lot better, a lot brighter, a lot happier game to watch as a United fan. Obviously, good to see the boys get in. Good to see Lukaku back too.
Back too. Sanchez with a good assist as well.
Coming off the bench. But look, we were hoping for the second goal before the half. It came.
Yeah.
Very glad for Lukaku to grab the double. Obviously, could have been a lot more.
He could have got a hat-trick. Lukaku should have got a hat-trick.
Keeper, he beat him.
There's a few chances that we should have got. The one from Sanchez, Pogba puts it across, gets his touch, but the defender gets there.
Yeah.
Maybe could be a bit clinical there and just finish that one away. Lukaku with the 2 1-on-1s. And then obviously we had the penalty that Pogba missed, but I don't think that, like, even though we wanted Pogba to score that goal, but even though he missed now, I think he's going to be more hungry in the next couple of games.
To score more.
Even Lukaku, you saw in the post-match interview where he's like, I wanted that hat trick. He really wants to score the goals now, and let's hope. You saw Sanchez coming off. Sanchez, when he came off, he's like,
he's pissed off.
That he wanted that goal. And you saw the United team. They're pushing forward, as you can see here on the screen. The average positioning of the players. Last week we had Matic sitting a little bit deeper. Now, as you can see, he's almost over the halfway line.
But can I say, and we'll talk about it during the game. The key reason for everyone being free was the fact that Mourinho brought in Fellaini to the squad this time, sitting in a deep role, allowing the boys to come forward. So we saw, obviously, Matic play a lot more of a free roaming role. Pogba was encouraged to go forward a lot more. And I think hats off to Fellaini. He played a pivotal role in the win yesterday.
Yeah, look, 100. He got
massive role.
100% of his tackles were won. 68 touches on the ball.
Brilliant.
7 out of 7 aerial duels won.
Standard.
So he's won all the, and that's what you expect from someone with that height.
Yeah.
You expect, but he did defend well.
Man, not only defend,
everything in the box. He's
everything.
done well.
You know what? I have nothing to critique him on. You know what? When he got the ball, distribution was brilliant. He managed to skim plays in the right area, won the ball back. Everything shows. The stats show.
6 clearances.
Look, he was a pivotal player. And you know what? This was even last season when everyone wanted to get rid of him.
93% passing accuracy for Fellaini, someone that at the start of the year was off contract, or he was on a free agent.
Yeah.
And this is why Mourinho signed him again. Look, not everyone agrees. Yeah. I personally didn't agree, but as long as the players are putting in the work, getting their job right on the field, I think that's all we can ask for.
But yeah,
I think another player as well before we go on is Luke Shaw. Again, 4 games.
I think been our best player of the season.
4 games, and he's 4 games that he's performed.
Best player of the season. Best player for United so far, thus far.
I think you were saying, I don't know if you were saying in the last podcast or during the week that him not going to the World Cup or not getting chosen, that time he had
worked wonders, because you know what? While everyone's playing the World Cup, he's at home training and busting his ass off.
Even now,
I followed him on social media every day, and I saw his Instagram progress and the way it was just train, morning till night. It was a full-time job. Yeah, look, and you can see the difference. But you know what? If we're going to touch on key players, we spoke about Lukaku, obviously scoring the 2 goals, could have bagged the hat-trick. I think Lingard played a pivotal role as well, also.
Yeah. Look, he gives you that energy that a lot of that we don't really see.
Yeah.
Look, if you ask me, he's one of the players that when he plays for the shirt. He doesn't care about what's going on off the field. He doesn't care about the papers. He doesn't care about all the criticism. He just, I'm playing for Man United. He's been there since he was a little kid, 6, 7.
It's in his heart and its blood. Look, 4 shots he had. He had 4 shots. Key passes 1, but look, 90.7% of passing accuracy. That's brilliant, you know, for someone that's consistently moving and working and running and, you know, playing the ball. The big thing about him that many players don't offer, Sanchez does it quite a bit, is he knows how to link with everyone on the team.
Yeah.
He'll get the ball from one player, switch the point of attack, link up with the right side, get the ball back, link up with central. He knows how to get involved, mix around with the whole team. So, look, a lot of positives out of this game. Massive positives. De Gea got a clean sheet.
And first one of the season. Which come off a pretty bad World Cup, and you know, that form probably continued, but the back line's not helping him out.
No, I don't. It's slack, man. It's hard.
Also, one negative was the Rashford red card.
The foul. It was a red card.
Marcus a bit rash.
Yeah, a bit rash, man.
Look,
Marcus was rash. 10 minutes on being in the field. You know, right after Pog missed the penalty as well. It was right after. It could have been 3-0, buzzing, you know.
And they did well with the last 20 minutes with 10 minutes to hold off. We didn't really...
But look, man, he's... And I think Andy Cole put an Instagram post as well. Look, Andy Cole's done it before. Players have done it in the past. I get it. It was a very dirty challenge trying to get up. He skinned his legs, but he's young, inexperienced. He'll learn.
We've seen
Richarlison did it the week before, man.
That's the thing. Like, a player has done it the week before. He's got a red card.
And you've gone and do it.
You've gone on and done the same thing. Like,
what for, man?
It's a bit disappointing, but look, this could be good for maybe Martial, he might come in now into the next game against Watford.
Yeah.
And also we got in the 3 games that he misses, we also got a tough game at home against Wolverhampton, and then I'm not sure if we're at home, but in the Capital One Cup against Derby County, which is Lampard's team.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, look, we're moving on to now Liverpool.
Liverpool were away to Leicester.
I got a question for you. Are these guys the real deal this year, in your opinion? From what you said, 4 wins from 4.
Yeah.
I think one goal conceded. Are they the title contenders now, alongside maybe Chelsea, City,
Watford,
City, the main ones, but also Chelsea's sniffing around there with maximum points.
I reckon. Even above Chelsea, Liverpool is in the running more than Chelsea in my eyes, even, to be honest with you. In my opinion, and I know I might get a bit, criticism for this, I think Klopp's probably the best manager in the game at the moment. I know we speak about how he has no plan B and whatnot, but man, he's got the team playing, he's got the boys buzzing, he's got the team happy, the fans are loving it, everyone's loving it. Look, they didn't do it easy again, I cop some critique for saying Liverpool didn't do it easy against Brighton, but they didn't. And again against Leicester, they didn't do it easy again.
And no, 100%. I think they started off the season well. In my opinion, the way Liverpool's playing, and I don't know, Liverpool fans, have your say on what you guys think, that I think they're going downhill in terms of performance. Yes, they're winning games, but if you're gonna rip into Man United about your performance, they should get a bit of stick. first half against
we beat Leicester first game of the season and we got bombed. So
first half, Liverpool, yes, they were all over him.
Yeah.
First half, Liverpool were all over Leicester, and yeah, look, it was Mane got the early goal.
Which their best player of the season, in my opinion.
He's been definitely their best player.
Yeah.
And then they get a corner with seconds to go in the first half with Milner whipping it in for Firmino. Firmino's got 2 goals now in 2 games. He hasn't had the best of starts this season, but now he's kicking into gear.
He plays a role as a false 9. You don't expect the consistency score though. You know how the false 9 plays. So,
but for me, second half was all Leicester City.
It was,
and all Leicester City were lacking in this game to win, or was Vardy. Some of the balls, you can see some of the balls that they're trying to play over the top, like we've seen in the past, especially the year that they won it. Then balls over the top
with the pace that he's got. He's got rubber to burn.
And then balls across the goal.
Yeah.
And then he always gets in front of his defender and scores. But
look, if you look at the action from Liverpool, and this is why I think Liverpool are a lot more of a contending team this season, is they've got a squad now, and I've said it week in, week out. You look at the subs, Look at the subs they brought on. They brought in Shaqiri, Keita, and Matip. Brilliant subs to bring on for Liverpool. For Liverpool point of view, to bring in Shaqiri and Keita, Matip was a bit of an interesting sub. I think Alexander-Arnold's doing great.
Well, look, was he on a yellow? He wasn't,
No, he just came off. But look,
for me, I know they got maybe a bit of depth now in their squad, but Keita, since the first game, he's dropped off.
First game, I looked at him like, wow, he looks amazing.
And you've seen, and Klopp's seen it as well. He's put him on the bench and he's put in Henderson. So he's changed it up. Maybe there's a bit of rotation there for the upcoming fixtures. You don't know, but I think for me, the worst player on the field had to be Salah.
Worst game.
I think this was his worst game in a Liverpool shirt
since he started. Yeah.
If we compare the
previous
stats from last week with the 6 shots, 2 on target, 6 key passes, 2 aerial duels won, to I think this week where he had 3 shots, only 2 on target. And
just not looking himself.
And some of his decision making in the final third were horrible. There was a time where it might have been when they were 2-1 up. It was 4-2 in Liverpool's favour, and I think he had Wijnaldum, Mane, Firmino all around him, and he's taken that extra touch, and he's gone for the shot. And I think this is, for me, is one of his worst games. But
look, I got teased a bit last year when I said this. Salah, to me, was a one-season wonder. And
I don't know.
And to me, that's a debate.
It's 4 games.
That's a debate I want to throw to everyone here. Comments below, as usual, guys. I want to hear discussion.
Is he a one-season wonder?
Look, I said it from last year. He came into the season, he was buzzing, loving life. He had a killer season. PFA player. Not to mention, a lot of his goals had a sway of luck, like football does in itself. I think this season won't be about him. This season will be more about Mane.
More about the team, maybe, as well.
The team in general, but you look at Mane this season, already their better player of the year over Salah for sure. Am I saying Salah's going to be terrible for Liverpool? No. He's going to be as good as last year, big call. But I do think he's going to be he overperformed last year.
Like if you compare his
and we all know when you overperform, you set the bar at a certain level, and when you don't meet that bar, you get questioned. He's going to get questioned his performance this season. He will. Now, will he turn around? I think he will. I think he will put some goals, some assists, some results through.
It's only 4 games in.
Oh, definitely. He'll flip it. Liverpool fans are definitely loving life. 3 points again, 4 from 4, top of the table,
and
equal first.
That's all that matters.
That's all that matters. But
3 points. If you play poor and you still get results, top of the table.
But look,
at the end of the day,
one thing I have to say though is, did Alisson make some of you fans shaking your boots a bit?
He's got the curse, huh?
Did he bring back we solved our keeper problems? Yes, we're cheering, and then he goes and does that.
Well, you got to be cheeky last week, try to chip it over the Brighton defender.
And it worked, but if that didn't work, that's two in a row. We saw what happened to Carrick when he did in the Champions League final. He ate it, and now he's like, I don't know what he's doing. Besiktas, from Champions League final team to Besiktas. But look, Liverpool 3 points again, top of the table, equal first with Chelsea and Watford. And then on that note, Chelsea were at home to Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Now, Again, another big club that did it hard this week, I reckon, in my opinion, man. They couldn't score until they brought on Pedro in the 72nd minute.
It's been like a consistent thing with
Sorry, it was 72nd minute. It was a bit earlier.
Yeah,
72nd minute. I was right. Yeah, but
even they've been winning games as well. They've been doing it tough last week. This week it took them 20 minutes.
A key theme in the season in the Premier League for the season is a lot of the small clubs have stepped up. I think that's what's going on right now.
Yeah, and that's why it's making the competition a bit interesting.
Very interesting. I mean, Watford 4 from 4, really. Watford are 4 from 4. So, look, I think again their defensive part of their back line is what played a pivotal role in this team.
Again, Alonso getting involved in some goals there. I think he hit the bar as well. Could have got himself a goal.
Yeah.
But they got just their like their whole back line. Even Aspilicueta, even. To me, David Luiz is not a centre back. He's more of an attacking midfielder or even a winger. Like, you know, I mean, the way he runs with that ball. But
you know what? As an overall team, you look at the attack. Yeah, Hazard got the man of the match. You know, he popped the second one in, took them over the line.
He's been pretty good this season too. Even the first couple of games coming off the bench.
Bro, he's magic. No wonder why he showed interest from Real Madrid and whatnot. But you know, to me, a very big moment, a very big topic. Is if this manager could go back to when Conte sold David Luiz. Sorry, not David Luiz, Diego Costa. But he would love to stop him in his tracks there. Because Morata's just not doing the job for him at the moment. He's not a 9 that they want consistently starting. Put Diego Costa in his team, the way they're playing with this manager, unbelievable, man. So, look,
even
they've lost him
last year.
When Giroud comes on there, he looks better.
Yeah.
Giroud plays more of a role. When we saw him for France, yeah, he didn't shoot on target during the World Cup, but his role... Movement. When you have players, we saw in the World Cup, Griezmann and Mbappe off his shoulders. He's got Willian Hazard running off his shoulders in this team. His movement's better, his strength and aggression. But a big moment for the Chelsea fans. We saw Kovacic come on, Summer come off, and we saw Loftus-Cheek come on. Put a blue jersey on, come on, of course, this for the season. Only 12 minutes, but look, the crowd, it was a big moment for the crowd. They on their feet. For Kovacic coming off, because Kovacic is a new player for him, and obviously for Loftus-Cheek coming on.
Played his 10 passes, 100% completion rate. And look, like you said, he did well in the World Cup.
I think he was very good in the World Cup.
I think he should be starting instead of like players like Barkley and all that. He should be ahead of them.
Barkley.
But look, they got a decent squad, Chelsea.
They do.
They got a decent squad.
They do.
Going into the next few games now, or it's international break now, but
yeah.
They're looking good, man. They're looking the goods.
Again, they find themselves clean sheet. They find themselves, top of the table, equal with what Liverpool and Watford, like we mentioned. But yeah, that's that. And then we saw Crystal Palace against Southampton. Real quick, we'll touch on this one real quickly because I do want to say one thing. The presence of Zaha not being there played a role.
Yeah.
Played a massive role.
Yeah.
Like we saw, and you know what? I'm going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Exactly like we saw with Everton against Huddersfield.
Yeah, Huddersfield licking goals.
Now, Huddersfield have been a team that we speak about every week. Oh, easy win. Everton now, a big player that's been playing for them, Richarlison, didn't play. Yeah. They didn't pull a victory off. Crystal Palace, no Zaha. They lost. So you look at 2 key players like Richarlison and Zaha not being a part of these teams. You expect, Crystal Palace to beat Southampton and then Everton to beat Huddersfield.
Yeah. With the form they're in.
But
Crystal Palace at home as well.
But look, it's
this is the thing. Yeah, you don't really know in the Premier League that it's hard, become that competitive that anyone can beat anyone. And even in the game that was after that, Wolverhampton and West Ham, both teams that haven't won a game. West Ham with no points, and
Wolves scored 90th minute, 92nd minute.
That's what I mean. If you don't have the players to step up, man.
No.
Like I don't know if did Arnautovic start the whole game? Did he play the whole game?
Yeah.
Because he did come off injured in the last game. Who knows how much of that injury has affected him? Going to the.
Yeah, he started.
He did start. He played 90 minutes. All right, so
He did start, but look to me again. As I said, key players missing. We'll touch quickly based on West Ham. Crystal Palace lost at home 2-0 to Southampton. Though Southampton, I've got to say, maybe we can get something on the screen for you guys. But if you look at, the lineup, the stats. I mean, they played well. Possession was very even. Shots were very even. The game was very even. But we saw Ings again clutching it for Southampton.
Back on the score sheet again.
Back on the score sheet again. Bags another one for Southampton. I think that's second of the season for him, which is a positive sign. Come back from an injured season, with Liverpool and whatnot. But yeah, I think that's that. Look, again with the key players missing, but West Ham, like you mentioned, man, Wolves did it hard. Wolves have looked very good lately. You know, they pulled a decent result last week. And then to see West Ham, you know, just beat them in the 92nd minute, who have struggled all season so far. You can't tell. This season's very hard to predict, man.
No points for West Ham.
Too early to talk about? Is West Ham possible relegation for the season?
Well, look, last year we had Crystal Palace for 7 games, 7 losses, 0 goals scored. And they survived. So
They didn't replace the manager, same manager, eh?
No, they got who?
When they lost 7 in a row?
Yeah, they had what's his name for the Dutch guy.
That's right. But so they replaced the manager.
Yeah, they replaced him. But
so the West Ham boss has to.
No, I don't think so. I think Pellegrini can. I think he can get him out of that.
Look, it's
they got
weird.
the players. To me, they got the players, guys. What do you think?
But that's the thing. Yeah, we spoke about before. Remember we did the episode before the season started. We spoke about all these players they've signed. You know, surely they got to.
Like players like Wilshere and
but you know what? At the same time, putting a new team together it takes time to mould.
Yeah, but I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay.
We'll
Let us know. What do you think, guys? What do you think about West Ham? Are they? Is it too early to call? Are they going to be in a relegation battle, or you reckon they're going to survive?
We'll see. Relegation too early. We don't know. So we saw the champions host
at home to Newcastle United.
And once again, a big club had to do it the hard way again this week.
Yeah.
Wasn't easy for them.
It wasn't easy, but
look, they looked in control, but it wasn't easy, you know. I think Sterling starting this week was great.
So yeah, remember guys, if you haven't seen our Fantasy Premier League video, make sure you go check it out, because we spoke about how
it's so crazy with City players, so hard to pick them.
We spoke about how Guardiola's hacking this fantasy.
He's got a team behind the scenes that's taking the piss.
We said how Sterling plays one way. If you have Sterling in your team, take him out. If you have Walker in your team,
they're not playing next week.
He's not playing next week. He's not playing.
He'll mix it up next week.
But this is the problem.
It's hard, man.
But you know what?
Morris started this week. But come on, are you going to pick Morris to start?
But seriously, that's the problem, man.
But you know what?
And he went back to the 2 up front with Jesus and
Aguero. And you know what? I think Aguero was a bit in the shadows because of it. It was interesting.
He had his chances. He obviously
It's more shared. It's not hiding. It's more shared. Yeah. So the chances are shared now. You know what I mean? But
he did have his chances to score a goal. He should have got another assist for Jesus. He done a bicycle.
Yeah.
Jesus scores, but he called it offside. It was.
But you know what? I reckon Guardiola's taking the piss as well. But he's kind of showing like, you know what? This is how good the team is. I'm gonna start.
Let me bring up before we go on any players. I'll bring up on the screen here, guys. Look at their average positioning of their players.
Oh my god!
They have two players in their half. The average positioning, 2 players are in their half. The rest, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players. 9 players in the attacking, in the attacking half.
That's for City.
That's for City. Yeah.
City in their half.
City's in their half.
What's the number 4 doing?
So guys, the green are the players that started.
The yellow is the subs.
The yellow are the subs. So that number 4 must have who came on at the end. So Vincent Company come on for about 3 minutes, and that was his average positioning. So that's what the yellow.
He just sat there for 3 minutes.
He just sat there.
Did a job.
Who came on? Who's 31?
Gundogan came on.
Yeah, he just chilled down.
And Bernardo Silva came on for Jesus.
He gave
But look at that subs. Look at the team.
Look at a bit of company there.
But again, man, hats off to Newcastle, man. They squeezed, they pressed, they troubled.
But they're also another team that go to this. Bring up their table. Just bring up that table there.
Yeah.
They're on. What
Newcastle.
are they on?
Newcastle.
Where are they?
Scroll down. Newcastle. Relegation at 1 point.
A team with no wins. So that's Newcastle, Burnley, West Ham, or Huddersfield. But 1 point, no wins in 4.
West Ham none in.
Geordies.
Yeah.
Like again,
I said my prediction was they're one of the teams to get relegated.
Yeah, you did say that, but they didn't make a lot of signings too. They lost maybe a few good players. They lost. I don't know, man. Does that show that they should have kept a player like Mitrovic?
They should have got rid of him, man. Look
had him on loan last year too.
Look what he's doing now for Fulham, man. Scoring week in, week out. Yeah, he gave a penalty, but we'll talk to that later.
Yeah,
but look, you know what? A key topic.
I don't want to see Newcastle go down, but.
You know what? I
want to
see Sunderland with Newcastle in the same.
Sorry to cut you off, but I think West Ham are playing better than Newcastle overall.
Well, it's only 1 point, so yeah, Newcastle only have 1 point.
In performance-wise,
performance-wise. But look, before we wrap up the match, a massive talking point for this game has to be the fact that City leak goals every time.
Yeah, they do.
And against a team that's got 1 point, like we spoke about, that aren't playing too well, that are underperforming, to leak a goal against Yedlin, and it was a stupid goal, scrappy goal in the box. Cost goal, it was a bit of a tapping, very easy. But They're leaking goals, man. Yeah, they're scoring and they're giving back, but they're leaking. So,
there's holes there.
There's holes there. They're not as invincible as they look. You know what? And I'm going to say this. I think someone like Liverpool's defence are looking better than what their defence is.
Yeah.
Liverpool's only conceded 1 goal for the season. That was last week.
At the same time, the big
test, this week, sorry.
The big test comes the next game against Tottenham.
Yeah.
Like on paper, Liverpool you expect Liverpool to win them games. Yeah, they did it.
But you know what? But last year you expect them to win, but they also leaked goals. But they scored double the goals back. This year they're actually holding themselves, man.
Yeah, well,
I think it's not the keeper. It's not anything. It's the back line as a unit.
It's solid. It's a bit solid now, especially with you're gonna have Van Dijk having a full season at Liverpool in January. So someone like that to have a leader in the back.
Keita influencing with them as well, and etc. But look,
then again, with City just touching on that again, they're rotating like Man United. They're just changing their back line, which, look, if you don't have that strong partnership...
Is this in preparation also for getting your team ready for the Champions League before you step into the main
honestly,
stage?
I think City, they're going for Champions League. They got a piss easy group, and we'll make another video on Champions League, guys. But
yeah, we'll talk about that later on.
They got another piss easy group, so all these players that don't really play will definitely be starting, and he'll be resting all them players for the Premier League. Yeah, because I don't see him dropping a point to any of them teams, Shakhtar and whoever the rest are there. But that's City. That's Man City, yeah. Even though they dropped 1 point last week, they're back to winning ways. And
Cardiff for home to Arsenal.
Cardiff was a great game.
3-2.
Probably my match of the week.
I think so.
My match of the week, yeah.
Obviously, we enjoyed United winning the most, but match of the week as a neutral. You look, again, man, a newly promoted team putting into some of the big clubs out there, huh?
Well, they're another team without a win, so they were looking for they were not only for a first win, I think they were looking for their first goal.
Yeah.
And they did get that first goal. But
they're on 2 draws for the season, but look they haven't got their first win,
Arsenal looked a lot better. And I think the reason being is like we said last week, maybe we should be managing these.
We should be managing these guys. We said we said we want Lacazette up front with Aubameyang. Happened. We said I want to see Torreira with Guendouzi. Happened.
Mate,
and you know what, man? I think we're just football geniuses, man.
Mate.
I park a blast, I park a plane, I park a train.
I park everything.
I park everything.
But really,
it was. Look,
the changes he made. I still don't think Xhaka should be playing.
Look, he assisted a goal this week.
Yeah, it's from
off a corner. So
he did well to get there.
Brilliant header from Mustafi. 11th minute, they went into that. Look, and then we saw Camarasa, 45th minute. And it answered back straight away. So, not straight away, sorry, 45th minute after the break. Yeah, so it was a positive sign for Cardiff going to the half. Look, again, playing the 2 up front allows Lacazette to link up with Aubameyang, and we saw it in Aubameyang's goal.
You asked me the question is, with 3 games played, is Aubameyang, I don't know if you said, do you think...
Is he struggling?
He's struggling. I said
he had a struggle start.
I said he needs someone to link up with him.
And Lacazette and him, I wonder.
That link up and that goal.
Assisting each other.
What a goal. And that's the kind of goals Aubameyang is going to get you when you give him the service.
Brilliant goal.
If he doesn't have the service,
But in saying that, you know, one thing I got to critique on Cardiff is they as a defensive line, they sat 2 back and they allowed him to run in. They sat. They didn't go in. And I remember watching the highlights with you. You kind of said to me, why aren't they going into him? Like, why are they stepping off?
That was for the
Lacazette's goal.
No, the Aubameyang's goal.
He
flicked it on, and I can't remember who the defender was. He just
outside the box.
Mate, you got to
get in there. Up in, you know what kind of players they are.
You give Aubameyang, you give Lacazette any sort of chances, and they're gonna bang in the goals.
But man,
and you saw. Look, Ward come back with a header, and this is another thing that Arsenal have been lacking in the last couple of years is in the defence. It still hasn't worked out for them. They're still leaking goals, but they got the job done in this game. That's all that mattered. But look, the Cardiff bring it back to 2-2, and then Lacazette.
Yeah, quality player, man.
Lacazette.
I said last week. I think he's.
If Emre's looking to start one, not both, Lacazette's got to start.
Yeah, I pick him in.
Or you can. Look, this. If we get the lineup up, just get with Aubameyang out wide. Now maybe you put in. Instead of Ramsey, you put in Ozil in the centre and put Mkhitaryan out wide maybe. With Lacazette, that's a dangerous...
But see, I still want Torreira to start with Guendouzi for Xhaka.
He should.
You know what pissed me off this game?
Can I ask...
He takes Guendouzi off and puts Torreira on and leaves Xhaka on next to Torreira. Put Torreira on next to Guendouzi.
All you Arsenal fans, what do you think about Xhaka?
Is it Xhaka boom?
Xhaka boom, boom. I don't know, but to me.
Yeah, no, he's not good enough to be
As
Arsenal player.
even though I'm not an Arsenal fan, he frustrates me. Like I'm like, bro, this guy gonna pass? Is he gonna?
It's because you love the game. You love the football, and
He's somebody.
he doesn't know how to display it, man.
Some of his decision making is poor. He slows the game down for him. Instead of going forward, he plays it back. I don't know. Look, it's good for us that he's making mistakes. I'm not complaining, but let us know what you guys think, Arsenal supporters.
Before I close this game off, what was your thoughts around Mkhitaryan sitting on the bench for the week?
Don't care.
The last match of the week, and that was
Watford at home to
Tottenham, which was on during the United game, so we had both screens happening at once.
Now,
as you can see, the stats again: Tottenham 65% possession, dominated, lost. Again, possession doesn't mean everything like we've seen. It's a trend this season, man. It's unbelievable. It was an insanely competitive game. We saw some missing. We saw big chances go away.
We caught the highlights of the first half, and then we watched the second half.
During the game of the United game.
And Watford, the second half was all Watford.
All Watford. What we saw, we didn't watch the first half live.
We saw just highlights from the first half.
But watched the second half live.
There was a goal, an own goal.
And what an own goal by Decore.
It was very unlucky, very
crossed
unlucky.
And went in and went in the bottom corner.
They hit back.
Guess who hits back for Watford? Mr. Troy Deeney.
Yeah.
When he scored, you're like, is that Troy Deeney? I guarantee it's Troy Deeney. Troy Deeney. He does it. He does the job for him, man. Watford love him, eh? He must be.
Watford, yeah.
They must love him. And then look, 76th minute, we saw Cathcart put him ahead, 2-1. And us and Tottenham were in shock.
But that goal, it was just shambles for Tottenham, in my opinion. That's why. Look, he's in goals.
Vorm's in goals.
That's why.
No, Lloris.
Where is he? What happened to Lloris?
What happened to Lloris?
I remember we saying no wonder they conceded. Vorm's in goals.
But what was the reason?
I don't know. Let us know.
Let us know, guys.
We're driving again, huh?
Yeah, driving again.
Don't drink and drive, kids.
But look, we saw their subs. Lorente came off for Alderweireld, which
he almost scored an own goal.
He almost scored an own goal. That's what kills it.
Toby won.
Winks, 40 winks came off for Dembele.
40 winks. I don't want 40 winks.
It's not bad, Harry Winks, eh? Hazard. The big Hazard winkies. And then Davies off for Rose. So look, again, the depth is showing the squad. Was it good enough? No. But while all this was happening,
they have, like you said, with no depth, they got one player coming back.
Son. And what a story behind Son and the Korean national team.
Yeah, if you guys don't know.
You know, he missed doing service for 21 months service for the Korean, the country. We know that, I guess that's a policy. Once you're a veteran or a citizen of the country or whatever, you have to
service in the military.
But there's a case where you can avoid it.
Yeah.
If you win any gold medal, any Olympic medal type for the country, you get exempted.
Yeah.
He was exempted. What a feeling, man. The tears were showing.
Extra time, was it?
Yeah.
Against
2
Japan?
goals.
Was it against Japan?
Against their rivals, arch rivals, Japan.
It was in the Asia Games. They call it the Asia Games. Yeah, man.
How emotional must that be?
To get a winner in extra time.
And avoid military and be able to get back to play.
Was it how many months?
21 months.
21 months.
20 or 21 months. One of the.
Service. And what a story.
Yeah.
What a story. Like And now he's going to come back into the Tottenham team, and I'm telling you, like, what kind of. He's going to be bouncing after that.
Oh, man.
We've seen the scenes after they won that game, and he was in tears. I think he got.
Seriously, man,
I think you were telling me he got subbed off, and then a few seconds later,
for 1 second, just stand there, full-time whistle, and then he had to get back. Like, it was just crazy, man. What the mixed emotions, to avoid military duty after beating your rivals in the Asian Games is amazing. We saw the happiness holding the Korean flags, running in front of the fans. The tears were down. Look. It's beautiful to see, and this is what football does. This is what football brings tears to people's faces. It saved them from doing military service. You can imagine what it means for the whole national team. The celebrations afterwards would be unbelievable. It's different. You win a World Cup. It's a World Cup. It's massive, but this is an emotional,
different meaning.
It's so different, man. I mean, the meaning is huge, and now it's going to be amazing. He's going to be buzzing. This is something that Tottenham. I know. Look, Mora has been a brilliant replacement. But Son offers that physical presence, he's a player coming back for Tottenham. Keep your eye out.
Christian Eriksen hasn't been doing too well this year.
No, and watch out, Eriksen.
You might be seeing
Son's brilliant. Son's a brilliant player.
So we'll see what happens. Guys, we'll wrap it up there. Once again, guys, make sure you like, you subscribe to our channel. Make sure you guys share the video as well. And
I have one challenge before we go.
Challenge time.
A challenge time announcement.
Breaking news.
I've noticed.
Pan into.
Come here. My hand's right here. Look, put me close. I've had a lot of fans tell me that we're biased to United. Now, this is what I have to say before we go. And
Who's this Mr.
some
Bias?
Liverpool fans, you know, I'm not going to mention any names, but they reckon that we're very biased when we said United dominated Tottenham in the first half. And they reckon I was biased when I said they struggled against Brighton last week. Look, my challenge is this to you guys. Any fan out there, Premier League, we're willing to have a guest on our show. Arsenal, I don't want United fans, I'm sorry guys, because we got two of us here. But for now, Arsenal fans in the future, for now, I want an Arsenal, I want a Liverpool, I want a Tottenham, I want a Chelsea, I want a City fan. If City fans exist in the country, I want someone, I'm going to challenge someone to come on our show and give us your opinion. Talk.
City fan here.
City fan. This is the mic you're using, it's all plastic. And again, for City fans, you've got to be over 18, which means no one in Australia can join us because you're under 18, all you 13-year-olds going for City. I'm going to challenge one of you fans to come on the channel and have a chat with us. You can be on our next episode, and we'll put the mic to you, the grounds to you. You give us what you think about your team and United. And if we're biased, guys, let us know. We're happy to have you on the show.
I don't think we are. I think we both had disagreements on whether the manager should stay or whether he should go.
Yeah, the debates are there.
We did absolutely dominate Tottenham in the first half.
Come on, man.
If you look at stats, if you look at possession, if you look at
we can go on and on.
But
the challenge is on.
Bring him on. Bring the whole game.
You want to bring it?
Bring it on.
Bring it.
Come on, United.
Yes, United.
We zoom into that.
Oh, zoom into that.